Good evening, good night, good day to you, depending where you are in the world. Sabbath blessings, one and all. It is our nighttime devotion. The devotional is called Conflict and Courage. The title today, Growing Old Gracefully. Psalm 71, verse 9. Cast me not off in the time of old age. Forsake me not when my strength faileth. David entreated the Lord not to forsake him in old age. And why did he thus pray? He saw that most of the aged around him were unhappy because of the unfortunate traits of their character being increased with their age. If they had been naturally close and covetous, they were most disagreeably so in mature years. If they had been jealous, fretful, and impatient, they were especially so when aged. David was distressed as he saw that kings and nobles who seemed to have the fear of God before them while in the strength of manhood became jealous of their best friends and relatives when aged. They were in continual fear that it was selfish motives which led their friends to manifest an interest for them. They would listen to the hints and the deceptive advice of strangers in regard to those in whom they should confide. Their unrestrained jealousy sometimes burned into a flame because all did not agree with their failing judgment. Their covetousness was dreadful. They often thought that their own children and relatives were wishing them to die in order to take their place and possess their wealth and receive the homage which had been bestowed upon them. And some were so controlled by their jealous, covetous feelings as to destroy their own children. David marked that although the lives of some while in the strength of manhood had been righteous, as old age came upon them, they seemed to lose their self-control. Satan stepped in, guided their minds, making them restless and dissatisfied. David was deeply moved. He was distressed as he looked forward to the time when he should be aged. He feared that God would leave him and that would be as unhappy as other aged people whose course he had noticed, and would be left to the reproach of the enemies of the Lord. With his burden upon him, he earnestly prays, "Cast me not off in the time of old age. Forsake me not when my strength faileth." Growing old gracefully. David was fearful of growing old because a lot of the people around him he saw getting old were being more disgraceful. And he was afraid of that because obviously of his past. And he didn't want to seem to be disgraceful and not fearing God anymore as he got older. And it would seem to me that a lot of these people that would seem to fear God had those cherished sins, or they had that deep ingrained jealousy. And of course, as they got older, they tended not to want to hide it so much anymore. And it came out, and they became more and more what they were within started to come out more. We all have those deep desires, wants, that in time, if we don't deal with them now, they will come out and be us. If it is jealousy, if it is lacking confidence or self-confidence, whatever it is, we won't be able to hide it for so long. It does come out and you will be like, I don't care, this is who I am. And you will just be exactly that. And all those sins that we hide and we cover up, eventually they will come loose. They will come out. And we won't hide them anymore. And this is David. David was a man after God's own heart, because the sins he did have to worry about when he was younger, he repented of, he dealt with, and didn't have to worry about them anymore. And so he said, cast me not off in the time of old age. Don't leave me in my old age, God. Forsake me not when my strength faileth. Don't turn your back on me when I'm old and frail. I have them too, those deep ingrained sins that we cherish because we don't want to let go. But we need to. We need to. We need to address them and let them go. Keep praying, and God will help you. God bless you.